Well, Turia Pitt is many things: a mum, motivational speaker, author, athlete, but above all, she's a survivor. In 2011, while competing in an ultramarathon, the runner was caught in a catastrophic grassfire, suffering burns to 65% of her body.
Against overwhelming odds, Turia has defied all expectations to rebuild her life and become a source of strength to so many. Now she wants to take you on an inspiring journey, opening up about mental health, movement and motherhood in a special new project. Lovely to see you, Turia Pitt, back on the couch.
Yes, thank you so much.
Great to see you.
Hi, Turia.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're the very first guest on Treadmates, this new podcast.
Yes.
You get really honest about your mental health struggles here. Does that ever get easier to share? You've been very open with us for so many years. Does that ever get easier?
You know what, I don't think it gets easier. I probably just get better at sharing that side of myself. And I think our society, we really have come a long way in destigmatising mental health. I don't think we're quite there yet, though. I think there's still a lot of shame surrounding mental health. And so I always try and remind myself that's why I'm putting myself out there. That's why I'm sharing my story, because I want people to know that it's okay if they're not doing okay. I want them to know that.
Yeah.
And does that help? That helps you, helps them, helps everybody, doesn't it?
I really think it does. And I think there's power when we share our stories. I think there's power in being vulnerable with people. And what I've found over the past decade or so is that when I share things about myself that I'm almost embarrassed to talk about, it can feel shameful, but people can relate to that.
Yeah.
You know, I think that there's that relatability.
Absolutely.
This podcast links up with a project that has the potential to save lives. And we've known you've focused on this so heavily over the years. But talk to us about what is Tread as One.
Yeah, I guess Tread as One is a campaign. It's encouraging, Australians to do a little bit of movement, go for a run, go for a walk, go for a roll on October the 12th. And it's all to raise money for Are You OK for suicide prevention. So it's a pretty awesome idea, awesome campaign, and I'm just stoked to be a part of it.
Yeah. Can you tell us about this 5-minute rule? You say can make a huge difference, because you say it's important that we be realistic. What's your 5-minute rule?
Yeah, I do think it's realistic. I feel like, again, I think we've come a long way, but I still feel like there's this pressure, there's this expectation to always have things together, to always be perfect, to always be doing great. And that's never been the case for me. Yeah. And so my 5-minute rule, it's really good when you're running low on motivation. I think maybe you could use it, Larry. So if you don't want to go for a walk or a run, you just say to yourself, just go for 5 minutes. And if after 5 minutes you're not feeling it, come back home and just chill. So you're almost tricking yourself into doing that little bit of movement. And what normally happens is you go outside, you get some fresh air, you're with a mate, you're with a girlfriend, you're moving your body and you feel pretty good at the 5-minute mark and you feel like you can keep going.
So 5 becomes 10, becomes 15.
Yeah, that is the aim. But if it doesn't feel good after 5 minutes, that's your body's way of saying, no, mate, I don't feel good. I'd rather be at home, eat chicken soup and watch Netflix.
Yeah. You said, you think maybe I could try that. Do you think I could apply it to this program? So I come in, we start the show at 9 o'clock, and then if 9:05, I'm like,
not feeling
I'll go home and go watch Netflix and eat chicken soup. Is that okay?
Look,
you're an expert.
Look, I'm not your boss, but I'm going to tell you that's fine, Larry. You've got to look after your mental health.
All right, now for you, more than 200 operations, OK? Your relationship with your body and its capabilities is really unique. And you posted this a few days ago. Let's have a look. You said, your body is not a trend. You don't need to change it. Turia, all your messages are powerful, but this was particularly powerful messaging. What did you want people to take away from that?
Yeah, you know what? When I go on social media and I see beautiful airbrushed people with exquisite and perfect bodies, I feel really crap about my own. I feel like it's not good enough, I'm not good enough, I don't look like that. And so what I do when I feel that way is I try instead to focus on what my body can do. Try and shift that focus. And I think my body can pick up my kids, I can hold Huckavai's hand, I can laugh with my friends, I can share a meal, I can run, I can surf. And I think when you start to think about the things that your body can do, the things that you're grateful for, it does help to change that relationship that you have with your body.
Yeah.
It's not easy though, is it?
No, it's not easy, especially when it's like you're almost yelled at from all directions. Yeah. So you've really got to consciously try and do it. But no, it's not easy.
Speaking of the boys, how are they?
Oh my gosh, my family is going amazing. My kids are 6 and 4.
Look at them.
I know, they're so cute. They're so cute. And my husband's a helicopter pilot. So he's been working away a lot. And I actually took my own advice that I give in the podcast, because I said, if you're not doing okay, you've got to tell someone, share with someone. And I was doing all the mum stuff, dropping the kids off at school, picking them up, working full time, really stressed, really frazzled, you get it. And I got to this stage where I was like, I'm actually not okay, I'm not coping, and I've got to tell someone how I'm feeling. So I told some girlfriends. They were all like, yeah, of course you're not coping. This is insane what you're doing. I told my husband, you know, we've come up with a bit of a plan. But that was just good for me, again, to see that when you tell someone about your problems, it feels easier. And there's some solutions out there as well.
Yeah.
Great stuff. All right, now, what's coming up next for you? You're doing another book, we understand, is that right?
I'm doing another book. It's a little bit about that juggle I just spoke about, and I guess about the paradox of being a modern woman. So you've got to be hot, you've got to be nice, you've got to nurture your kids, but you've also got to work, you've got to bring in money. All of those things which in my experience, it's not possible to do them all, so I'm kind of exploring that.
Okay.
Good stuff, Turia. Amazing stuff. I love the messaging that you put out there, and I love everything that you do. You really are inspirational. Congratulations on this latest venture that you're doing.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So good to see you again. Have a great weekend. For more information about Tread as One, just head over to our website, and you can listen to Tread Mates wherever you get your podcasts.